So the first move exercise that we're going to do is a squat, okay? So let me show you the options here. You can use either the flat band or the one with handles. That's up to you. You're going to step on your band, feet hip distance apart, okay? If you need lower resistance, you can let your arms be at your side. If you want a little more resistance, you're going to bring your hands to your hips, okay? We're going to take our hips back and then stand back up. So we want our knees to stay behind our toes. Okay. Good. Does everybody look good? Okay. Now here's your other option. Okay. Now this is going to be a little bit too much resistance for me, so I'm going to have you stay right where you were. Is if you load the shoulder, you tend to get a little bit more resistance in your backside. Okay. So your shoulders can be across your chest, or you can load them out in front, but I don't have enough resistance for that. Okay, are you counting? I think we have 2 more. So roughly 8 to 15 repetitions. Okay, so we'll stop there, and you want to do somewhere between 1 and 3 sets. Okay, for the next one, it might be more comfortable to have a flat band, but we're going to put it behind our back. So the bands with handles tend to be a little bit longer, so you may want to grab your flat band. Okay, we're going to come underneath, and you can wrap it around your hand as long as that's comfortable for you to do. Okay, so band will be mid-back. Okay, good. And we're going to start with our elbows up, like 90 degrees if we can. Okay, we want to relax the shoulders so that they're not hiking up, and our elbows need to be below our shoulders. Okay, so this is our starting position. We're going to push forward and let our fists meet, okay? And then we'll pull back. So we'll do about 2 of those, yeah? Or do about 10, yeah? You want to squeeze your chest together as you come forward. So you want your arms to come almost straight at the front. Good. You might want to lessen your resistance a little bit so it's a little bit easier for you to do. So you might want to unwind your hands a little bit. Yep, good. Good. Yeah. So you want to make sure you get that full range of motion. Okay? Good. All right. Bicep curl, if you want to use the ones with handles, for that, this might be a little bit easier. Okay? So for a standing bicep curl, you adjust your resistance by the color of your band. If you want more resistance, you can step on it with both feet. It just makes the band a little bit longer and have more tension. Okay, so palms, 2 different ways to do a bicep curl. First one will be palms open, and we curl up that way. Okay, we want to let the band be in front of your hands. Good. So keep your palms forward. So your fingers are forward. And turn your hands that way. Oh, other way. There you go. And then we're going to pull up. Good. And back down. Okay. So we'll do 10 roughly that way. I think this is 3. Okay, good. And we're going to control on the way down just like you do on the way up. Brace your belly. Slight bend in your knee. 7. Okay, thank you. We'll do a couple more. All right. And we'll rest for a minute. The second way to do bicep curl is more what we call a hammer curl. And for that, you keep your palms facing your sides or facing your thighs. Okay? And so we'll just bring the bands up that way. So we want to have a strong wrist, what I would call a coffee cup grip. We don't want to spill it. Yep. Okay. Now you're going to notice if it's too hard, your body is going to want to move in different ways. Okay? So we want to keep it isolated right in the biceps. And if it's too much, you take a break, and then you come back in. Okay. You're going to hold it in front of you. Elbows are going to stay slightly bent. What you're going to do is squeeze your shoulder blades together and pull the band back towards your chest. Okay? So you want to squeeze your shoulder blades and then control with the chest. Okay, good. We want to keep arms about shoulder height so that what's really moving are the shoulder blades. The elbows really aren't moving much at all. Do 3 more, roughly. Good, pull straight back. So our hands are separating. Good, and then we'll stop there. Okay? Just like we've done before, you can also just do one side at a time. Okay? So the movement here will be out to the side. Okay? Now, if you have any shoulder issues, you may want your thumb up and you may want to come in at a diagonal a little bit, but it's going to be a side raise. Okay? So you can stand on your band, and if that gives you enough space to do both arms, great. Otherwise, we just go one side at a time. Okay? We ready? All right. So go about 8 to 10 on one side. We go no higher than the shoulder. Good. Good. And we try to keep our elbow almost straight. Yep, straighten your arm a little bit. Good. So if you are on one side, change. And if you had both sides, this is where you get to do a whole nother set. Yay. Okay. When we're ready. Okay. So we have our elbow slightly bent. Good. Okay. We'll go 10 here. One more. Good. Okay. So you want to keep your palm either thumb up or palm down so that we're not overextending the wrist as we lift. Okay. I tend to prefer the thumb up, just, you know, coffee cup position so that we're just lifting and lowering. Okay. So we're going to come overhead about the same distance as when we pulled before, and you got it. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to pull kind of slightly behind our head, squeezing shoulder blades together. Okay, elbows stay slightly bent. Yep. So you could pull in front. If you have any issues with your shoulder, you could pull more towards the front. That's fine, because we don't want to overextend the shoulders. We want to keep them protected. So if you're using a weight machine, this would be more like the lat pull. We'll do one more. Okay? Whatever band you're going to use, 2 ways to do the triceps. First one is you can hold the band up with one hand, keep your other hand locked at your side, you're going to press down. Okay, so that's the first way to get the tricep. Okay? Second way, if for a little more advanced move, you're going to step on the band. Okay? Pull the shoulder blades back, hold them back, bring your elbows right next to your side. Then all that moves is your forearm. It's the only thing that moves. So your shoulders stay back, and you're just pressing your forearms back. So you want to keep your elbows bent and keep them that way, or keep your shoulders right here. Now, only thing that moves is your wrist. Okay. So feel like your shoulders are moving, and you want to keep the shoulders locked in place. So imagine that you're squeezing a sponge between your side and your elbow, and just let the bottom part of your arm go. Okay? Feel that? Okay. Have we done 10? Do we want to do 10 more? We good? Okay. Okay, so our feet are just a little bit wider, toes are out a little bit more. Hands are at your hips or at your sides for less resistance. If you want to feel a little bit more, again, that's where you can come up with the bands across. Okay, so we're going to do another 10 squats. Ready? All right, here we go. We can all count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the other thing you could do, just for fun, is you can come from a squat, leg lift. Squat, leg lift. But that's harder to control And there are different bands that they make that are a little bit better for that. But just if you want to try something different. Whew. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Good. All right, we can let our bands go. Oh. Shoulders. What's that? Oh, yeah, we are glistening. Yeah. All right, so we'll take a shoulder stretch, both sides. My heart's going a little bit. Yeah, and we'll come up tricep. So we grab behind the elbow. And getting both sides there. Good. To stretch our upper back, we'll take our hands, put them together, press them forward and kind of round through your back. And we'll open up chest. Good. Feel like I want a high five. Oh. Now we can go thumbs down, getting a little more into the bicep. Good. Okay. Stretching legs. Stick one heel out to the front. Get your butt back, lean forward. Hamstring comes right from our tail, down behind our knee. All right, and we'll change sides. Okay, now is anybody's hips tired? Take that same leg, step it behind the other one, push your hips off to the side. Then you can add a side stretch to that. Okay, and then we can change sides. Step the other foot behind. Good. Push your hips off to the side and then lean over. Okay, last thing. Take your foot, grab it in your hand. If you need to hold on to something, you can move. Or you can hold on to someone else. So stretch the front of our thigh. All right, last stretch. There you go, that was a nice pose. Yeah. Okay. Nice work. Nice work.
Congratulations on completing 10 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity. To meet the recommended amount of activity for today, you can do the Move More Virginia 20-minute core workout video or walk 1 mile.